Could paid communities be the best side hustle for someone who's at the beginning of their career and looking to become massively rich? Paid communities have been around for ages, but it has never been easier to build one than today. Because there is a fixed playbook in place on how to start earning money with your own paid community. It consists of 3 steps, and even if your IQ is sub 85, you should be able to follow it. Hell, even I have a paid community, and I will tell you exactly what I earn with it. There is one catch though. You need to be willing to put in the work. Ever heard about micro SaaS, micro PE, building a syndicate? How about search funds, curation as a service? See, that's the problem. Apart from the standard ways, you don't know all the other attractive ways to get rich. In our Greed is Good series, we are taking a look at the best ways to build side ventures with the potential to take you towards ultra high net worth. Paid communities are a great way to get there because they are relatively simple to set up. And I don't want to sound like some online guru beta, but online communities are also incredibly scalable, meaning you can go from $1,000 to $20,000 monthly income quickly without putting in much more work. But first, let's answer the most important question.
Why are you gay?
Paid communities are communities on Discord, Slack, WhatsApp, and so on that you need to pay for. For example, my favorite paid communities are an angel investment club on Discord, where I needed to buy tokens worth around $1,000 to become a member, a premium newsletter on cool trends in tech that costs $25 monthly, or Micro Acquire Premium that presents me with many options to acquire small firms for a yearly subscription price of $390. How the hell are you supposed to build something like this? It's actually easier than you think. Because whether you are a business student, an Excel monkey working in finance, or in a startup, a paid community is easy to get started with and even helps you level up in your main career. I'll explain in a second, but first, by now it's no secret that all we care about on this channel is money and power. Because what else is important in life? Patreon is one of the tools that can be used to build an online community. In one of their blog posts, they list the expected earnings for a YouTube channel with 30,000 subscribers. Now don't panic, you don't need a YouTube account with 30,000 subscribers. But for orientation purposes, these figures are interesting. $300 to $1,600 monthly is what you can expect from a Patreon community with that following size. We're trying to get rich here. $1,000 a month will not get us into ultra high net worth territory in this century. So should we abandon paid communities? No, because this is just the lower limit. Paid communities like Bowtied Bull or Trends.vc often have more than 1,000 members, each paying at least $10, sometimes as much as $90 monthly for access to the respective paid community. That makes $10,000 to $90,000 per month in potential earnings, with operational cost probably hovering around 10%. On top, here's the thing. All of us want to build something big someday. The next Amazon, next Google, next OnlyFans. But in order to do that, you need a network of like-minded people, a tribe. And there's no better way to build your tribe than building your own paid community. It will serve as a foundation to attempt your next moonshot, once your paid community provides enough passive income. Now that sounds interesting. Where's the catch? Well, there's one. The catch is that you need to put in the work to build up this revenue stream. You don't need to be intelligent, but putting in the work is mandatory. Luckily, there's a step-by-step playbook in place on how to build a paid community. First off, in almost all cases, it's easier to start a paid community if you build an audience first. That means picking a distribution channel and starting to build an audience. YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, OnlyFans, anything that helps you reach people. Now, I hear the first beta objections coming.
Kevin, I don't want to expose myself on social media. Kevin, I don't have anything to talk about online. Kevin, I am a hopeless beta. Wen Lambo.
Look, you don't need to expose yourself. There's not just YouTube and not just Instagram, but there's a channel for everyone. And everyone, literally everyone, has something to talk about. Let me show you. Chimpo is an ambitious German business student. He loves the marketing courses in his studies. He hates being in front of the camera, so he starts a podcast interviewing German business people about their growth marketing hacks and how to get a job in marketing after uni. Patrick started his career in investment banking. He doesn't really have time for starting a side business. Also, he needs to remain anonymous. His bank hates publicity. So he starts an Anon Twitter account and weekly newsletter talking about how to free up time for a side venture when you're working as an investment banker. Bertrand is a beta working at an average low performer firm. His entire evenings are spent on usedcars.com, browsing super luxury car listings. He's comfortable in front of the camera. He starts a YouTube channel introducing a sports car A versus sports car B series and gains traction within a few weeks. There's a plethora of options. Pick a subject you are specialized in or enjoy talking about and start talking about it, publicly or anonymously. Like one of my favorite Twitter accounts, Bowtie the Bull. The beauty of online writing, instead of podcast, video and so on, is that you don't need to show your face and you don't get judged for it. Look, I had a man's beauty YouTube channel when I was 15. I know, don't want to build an audience? Bad luck! I mean, cold outreach or your personal network works too sometimes, but it is a lot more tedious. Show me the tools, baby. I mean, not these tools, but there's a bunch of tools that help you build communities and strengthen them through a few clicks. My favorites are Gumroad to get a simple online shop within seconds and Patreon to manage subscription to a Discord channel. Particularly Gumroad is a platform I like for its simplicity. I have generated solid side income even many years after stopping work on my Gumroad store. In addition, I will link to more examples and tools in my paid community cheat sheet, which you will find in my paid Discord community. Thirdly and lastly, decide what platform to start your paid community on. Want something simple? How about Telegram or Discord? Want something megalomaniacal? Build your own social network with a service like Mighty Networks. What about Gorilla Book, for example, or Baitgram? Again, I will link to more platforms to choose from in my paid community cheat sheet. The question today's degenerates are most concerned about, and frankly the only question that makes sense asking considering increasingly worrying geopolitical tensions, is Wen Lambo. The real question is how long will it take to build an audience, because from there building a paid community is a matter of days. Building an audience can be as fast as half a year and can take as long as multiple years, but the process can be shortened considerably. My advice is to iterate as quickly as possible. So try one form of content for 1 month, and if nobody gives a fuck, I don't give a fuck, there's two possibilities. Either nobody gives a fuck about this type of content, or they do, but your quality is too shit. So what about my own paid community? And how much do I earn? First of all, why is my community even paid? The reason is simple. Well, first of all, besides the fact that I'm a ruthless capitalist, as Jordan Peterson likes to say,
there's nothing wrong with making money.
Members are more invested and more engaged. Instead of a community with 1,000 people where 10 are active, you have a community of 100 people where 50 are active. It's called using strategic friction to build high signal environments. What did I decide to offer in the group? There's scripts to my videos, strategies to build side ventures, further reading, for example, how to build paid communities, dedicated channels to get your CV or cover letter reviewed, as well as a channel to build a 10-year master plan for your career together with me and the community. The link to my community is below each of my videos. All of these things lead to a total earnings of a little bit less than $1,000 per month. So why do I do this? It's clearly not about the money. What am I going to do with these 1,000 bucks? Buy a couple of cigars? The main reason is that I use the community to find people that want to work with me on projects. One guy helped me build a website. One person helps me with an NFT project. Another one helped me get started with real estate in Poland. And I'm sure we will incubate bigger projects together in the future. But is this truly passive income? This is not passive income. You need to provide value in your community throughout every day for an hour or so, sometimes longer. But it's fun. And it definitely leaves a lot of hours every day to chase higher, more megalomaniacal dreams in your career. By the way, wild prediction, I think VC funds will use paid communities to source deal flow in the future. Players like Tiny Seed or Earnest Capital are pioneering this already.